Hold on. Did that
Uh-oh.
fix it? So, this is, I mean, I'm recording it as well, so that's good. But, okay. Live stream should be up now. Yes, there is a live stream.
There it goes.
Sorry about that. I don't know why that didn't go live. It
Yeah,
popped
it's
up
all
a
good.
message and said, live streaming not available. Try again or stop.
We
So,
figured it out.
yeah, so I kept hitting try again and it didn't work. Then I hit stop and then it's like, your live stream has ended. Restart it and I hit yes and it's like, good to go. So, anyway, yeah, we were talking about all the layoffs and crazy stuff going on with Intel. Um,
Yeah.
don't have much else to add besides it sucks and heart goes out to those
It's bad.
affected. Yeah.
Yeah.
And then you were talking about the Bungie layoffs. You want to jump into those? I have a little bit more info on those.
Uh, yeah. Bungie is laying off 220 roles. They are. Give me a second because I closed out of that screen. It's 17% of
Oh, you're going all
the studio's
robotic now.
workforce. Uh, they're. I don't know what. Uh oh.
Uh oh. Just all the issues
Ruh-roh.
tonight. I hear you now.
Okay.
The perks of doing a live podcast.
Right. Uh, well, so while they are going to lose 17% of their staff, 12% has been integrated into the Sony Interactive Entertainment, or yeah, Sony Interactive Entertainment. Those are the guys who purchased Bungie about 2 years ago. Um, yeah, just big companies are doing another mass round of layoffs, and
Yep.
it's
So,
bad.
for more clarification, it's 155 are being moved to Sony Interactive from Bungie. Um, and yeah, they were bought out 2 years ago by Sony. Sony gave Bungie $1 billion for
Jeez.
to prevent layoffs, and the CEO took that money, gave himself a bonus, spent $2.3 million on classic cars, and then laid off 25% of his studio in 2 years.
Wow.
So people are now calling for him to resign, and there's a huge movement because,
Yeah, I hope so, because
yeah, he's
that kind of stuff can't
he just
keep
spent like
going
a
on.
hundred grand on a new car in the past like month, and he was bragging about it to the people he laid off the day before he laid them off. So not a good look for him. Um, the Destiny 2 Final Shape expansion just came out a couple weeks ago, and a lot of people say it's their best expansion in a long time, possibly ever. And it's gotten a lot of people excited about Destiny, but now they're doing this. Um, Leaks and rumors, not confirmed stuff, is that they canceled Destiny 3 and they are cutting back on Destiny 2 content to be like no more giant expansions. It's only going to be like seasonal content from here on out. But that is just
Wasn't that
that's just rumors right
sorry?
now.
Oh, wasn't the last expansion supposed to be the last one? I thought that they had announced that already.
So that was the last one in the light storyline. So they were going to start a new
Um,
storyline. But now there's not going to be any more storylines, and Destiny's essentially dead.
it's in the water.
Yeah, so a lot of people are not happy because it's still one of the most popular live service games and it still pulls in a lot of money.
Right.
So it's just mismanagement, I think, is really the issue there. Um, yeah. I'm reading through the article. Yeah, because they laid off 100 people like half a year to a year ago. So yeah, it's about 25% of the company has been laid off in the past year. Um, yeah, and then they're starting to just bring people into Sony. So the company at Bungie is going to be not bare bones, but much smaller than it was before. And some, what do you call it? Journalist asked the CEO, or not the CEO, but a C-suite executive. I don't know when. It doesn't say when, but they asked them like, "Oh, like you said, you did everything you could to prevent layoffs. Like, what kind of payroll decreases did the executives take?" And the executive's response was, "We don't do that. That's not the type of company we are." Which is like such a shitty response.
Yeah.
So, I mean, just sucky all around. But yeah, if you want to go read up more on those stories, the Bungie one happened yesterday, and then the Intel one happened today. So, I mean, it's still pretty fresh, and there's lots of articles being written about it on a lot of different news sites. So, yeah, I would say go read it up. You know, be nice to people online because you never know what they're going through.
Yeah.
But moving on
Uh,
to not so sad news, unless you have something else you want to add.
no, unless you have more sad news.
No, no, no,
No.
no.
No. I didn't know that Until Dawn was getting film adaptation. That's pretty cool. Good news
Oh,
there.
interesting. I didn't know that either.
Yeah, and Peter Stormare is going to be the dude, Dr. Hill, I believe his name was in the game.
I have
So
no idea.
that's pretty cool. If you don't remember, Until Dawn was one of the first uh, interactive movie games, I guess you'd call it. I don't know what
FMV?
I'm sure there's a word for it. No, because it was all it was full motion capture done on it, but it's still in a digital world where you're basically playing through a movie
Yeah,
where
isn't
your
that FMV?
choices. No, FMV is full motion video, which I think is something different. I don't know. I could be wrong. You could be right. Who knows? If somebody in the
I'm
comments wants to
gonna
tell me I'm
look it
wrong, go for it.
up.
Or you could. If only we had a way to do that, but unfortunately, we can't.
Yeah, it's full motion video, but it's a video game narration technique that relies upon
I
pre-recorded
thought that
video
used like
files to display
actual.
action in the game.
Yeah, that's whenever something like oh bother,
Interactive
I can't think.
movies is what they call them.
Yeah, where those ones were Christopher Lloyd was in one. I can't think of the name of that game now, but it's basically you in what you're talking about is a video will pop up showing live action. Uh, where with this it was all done in the game's thingy.
Yeah, so games like Immortality is one, Centennial Case, 10 Dates. I'm just reading through Nightbook.
Yeah.
Infectious Madness of Dr. Decker. I'm just reading through a list of them. Her Story.
Yeah.
Shapeshifting Detective. Telling Lies. I do remember that one. Contradiction. Late Shift. Bunker. Yeah, so it's a whole genre.
Maniac Mansion is the one I was trying to think of. But yeah, no. So that's pretty cool. Hopefully that'll be good. It was
Yeah.
already basically a movie that you played through, and I wonder what like the actual canon is gonna be.
Yeah, that would be interesting. Yeah, that would be interesting. Other media from video games, Borderlands movie is about to come out.
Oh yeah, yeah, yeah.
So that
Oh, we can tie movies into video games. So Deadpool and Wolverine came out, crushing all kinds of records.
yeah, I haven't
The
seen it yet.
Now the problem there is that a while back a Deadpool game came out.
The one from like 7 years
I'm
ago.
trying to look up when it actually came out. 2013.
Oh God, that was
Uh,
11 years ago.
yeah. Um, Now they have since taken it off of all of the online stores, so you can't actually download it. And physical copies now are selling for around $160.
Interesting.
Where like 3 months ago that game was $20 all day.
Jeez. That's
Yeah.
that's crazy. Um oh, and you know those Xbox controllers?
Oh, yeah.
The one with the big butts?
Uh huh.
Well, apparently it was just a magnet.
Oh, really?
Yeah. And people have already 3D printed and put the whatever you call it, the files online so you can 3D print your own if you want so you can have a butt on your controller.
Oh, okay. Well, there you go.
So, yeah, people I guess just I mean because the controller's only so big, so if you
Right.
have the dimensions of the controller, you can kind of 3D print out a butt for it. So, I mean, if you don't win the sweepstakes, you can always buy a 3D printer and do that.
Yeah.
Actually, I mean, to be fair, most libraries have 3D printers you can use for free or for cheap.
Yeah. Libraries are great, man.
Yeah, so
Free internet.
go bring in a file and 3D print a butt at a library.
Let's see. Microsoft announced the upcoming games for August for their Game Pass.
Oh, did they? I haven't
Couple
seen
of
that.
those. Yeah. We got SOPA, Tale of the Stolen Potato. We were talking about that the other day.
Yes.
Creatures of Ava, the Crash Insane trilogy, which is the remaster of the first 3 Crash Bandicoot games.
Ooh, that's an
That's going to be
Activision
super
game.
fun. Yeah, and it's on Xbox finally.
Yeah.
We got Mafia, the definitive edition, which I don't know if you ever played any of the Mafia game. Those
I did
games
hear about that
are
one coming.
amazing.
I played
My
some
personal
of the
favorite
first
is
one.
Mafia 3.
Nice. Nice, nice.
Let's see. We also have Wargroove 2, which I don't know too much about. Atlas Fallen and Core Keeper, which are games that I'm sure I've heard of, but
I'm trying to look them up. For some reason, I can't find those on the official Xbox website, but
oh, here, give me a
Game
second.
Pass,
I'll shoot you where
August.
I'm reading these guys from. Boop, there you go. And then August PlayStation Plus games were also announced. They announced 3 of them, including Lego Star Wars: The Skywalker Saga, which is the last Lego Star Wars game to come out. Five Nights at Freddy's Security Breach and Ender Lies: Quietus of the Night. That one I don't know too much about, but I do love the Five Nights at Freddy's games. Those are super fun to play or watch.
Endless Night, is that what you said?
Yep. What is it? Ender Lilies, Quietus of the Night. So not what you said.
Yeah. I thought you said
But
Endless Night,
yep.
which is Five Nights at Freddy's.
And then in July they added Remnant 2, Crisis Core, Final Fantasy VII Reunion, Pathfinder, Wrath of the Righteous, and No More Heroes 3, which the No More Heroes franchise is a favorite of mine. That was originally on the Wii. You had a lightsaber that you, or not a lightsaber legally, but
you had a light stick.
You had a light stick, yeah. And that was a very fun game, so I'm excited to get to play those.
Yeah. Also coming in August is Gamescom, which is
yeah. Why don't you tell us about Gamescom?
It's the biggest video game event in the world in terms of volume of traffic. Just because it's in a giant studio and there's like literally hundreds of thousands of people that go there. But yeah, Xbox detailed some of its plans there. Let me find. Oh, I just clicked away. But they're going further into Avowed, Starfield, Indiana Jones, and The Great Circle, Towerborn, more Diablo 4 stuff, and many more. They said they're going to be showcasing over 50 games alongside Activision Blizzard, with hands-on demos, live shows, guided previews, opportunity to win prizes, and much more.
Now, Turn 10 is going to be there. They're the guys who made Forza Motorsport, and they're going to
Yes.
be announcing, apparently, or showing off the new mode, which they haven't really said too much about. I'm
Interesting.
excited for it, though. That'll be fun and cool.
Um, yes. And since Activision Blizzard is a part of them, they're probably going to be showing off a bunch of that stuff. Like I said, Diablo 4. And yeah.
Have they said what if there's any new World of Warcraft expansions coming out? I don't. I
Yes.
haven't. I haven't. I'm not big into the MMO MMORPGers,
Yeah.
so I don't
I'm not
know.
either, but I know that they announced a new series of expansions coming out over the next few years. So it's a
Oh,
whole
good.
storyline. And they announced the one. I think it's coming out this year. And I know people are excited for it because the creator of World of Warcraft came back to the studio to help make this one. So I forget his name. Chris Metzen, I want to say. Who was like the guy who helped create World of Warcraft and like did the storytelling in the first few expansions, I think. I could be wrong. But essentially he's back now for the first time in like 15 years. And he's helping write the new storyline. So people are excited for that.
I don't know if you know the anime, but Shin-Chan, they just announced a new game for that, which will be coming to the Switch later on. Can my computer work? That would be great.
Uh,
Sorry, it decided to jump off of it where it was. Where did it go? Oh no!
oh gosh, I'm still reading through all the Gamescom stuff, so you're good.
No, you can keep going with that if you have more to say.
Um, well, I know that Avowed, which is one of the games that is Xbox first party and is much anticipated. It's apparently getting delayed until spring due to how many games are just coming out this fall. Or I guess they said early 2025. Um, just due to how many games are coming out this fall in general, just from Xbox. They wanted to delay that one just because there's like Call of Duty, there's Indiana Jones.
Oh yeah, that new Indiana Jones game. I keep forgetting about that one.
Yeah, what? I swear there's more. Like the Starfield expansion's coming out, the Diablo expansion's coming out. I think South of Midnight is that coming out this year? Gosh, there's so many games I can't keep up with which ones are coming out when. Um,
Let's see. South of Midnight is no next year, August 15th, 2025.
okay, so 2025.
I am excited about that game though because I that aesthetic is my jam. Creepy
Yeah,
Bayou stuff and yeah.
yeah, it's gonna be super good.
I found it.
Uh,
It's called Shin-Chan Shiro Col- can why are you loading? I had the screen up. Oh my goodness. Shin-Chan Shiro of Coal Town for the Switch. This is the second Shin-Chan game. I'm kind of excited about it getting an American release like the last one. Those games are super cute and fun to play.
that's that's pretty cool. I'm happy that you're happy about that because I know nothing about it. So
Oh yeah, no, it's I get that.
yeah, I mean, anime's good. I like anime. So I
Yeah,
mean,
but a lot of anime games are not.
not yeah. I mean, what was it? The oh, what game? The My Hero Academia game that just came out was apparently garbage.
Yeah,
So yeah,
yeah.
I mean, anime games are like at best like a 8 out of 10, usually.
Well, depending on the game too. Like, uh, I'm trying to think of like like the anime games that have come out that are good.
Dragon Ball Z Budokai Tenkaichi
Yeah,
for the
the Dragon Ball Z. Oh, speaking of Dragon Ball, do you see the new? Oh, hold on, I just had it up. I gotta find it again. Sparking Zero
yes,
is the new Dragon Ball game.
yes, I've
That
heard about
looks
that one.
pretty sweet.
That's coming
It's
out
done in
soon,
the
isn't it?
cell shaded style. Yeah. They just released a new uh, trailer for it. They're calling it a return to form like the Tenkaichi games.
Yeah, I think it's the
It's
same
in that cell
studio.
shaded style. It's doing all this stuff. It's made by, or it's made in the Unreal Engine, so it looks beautiful.
Interesting. It's still, is it a 2D or 3D fighter?
It is a it's gonna be one of those 3D or 2D games where you are in a 3D space.
So
So your
2.5D, I think they call
parries
that.
and your yeah, so you're gonna be able to move around the map, but not like you want to. I don't know
Yeah,
if I'm explaining that
it's not
right.
like a 360 space where you can just like move left,
Yeah,
right, forward,
but
backward.
you're gonna be able to kind of parry or step to the side, sidestep or
Interesting. I remember when I think it was Sagas, Dragon Ball Z Sagas was the first one that was like 3D.
yep, where you could just go around doing whatever.
Yeah, you could like fly in a full 360 circle around people, and it was interesting trying to play that game. Um, yeah. So, what else?
Oh, let's see. Sony dropped the price of the PSVR 2, and it and sales went up 2,000%.
Oh my! How much did they drop it by?
Let's see here. They dropped it to $350, down from 550. So
I was
you're
gonna
saving
say,
$200. It was completely sold out on Amazon. Let's see here. That's crazy. Sales of the PSVR 2 skyrocketed by 2,350% over a 24-hour period. In fact, there were more PSVR 2 sales on Sunday than in the first 7 months of 2024 combined.
well, I mean, there's like what 10 sales in 7 months, so
Yeah, exactly.
there's no games
Uh,
for it. It's not backwards compatible with PSVR 1, and you can't play other VR games on it from Steam or anything. And
you know,
you have to buy a PS5 to use it. So it's at minimum $950 to play a couple games. That
but if you think of it as okay, I've had the PS5 since launch. I've not really had anything to play except what Spider-Man and
God
I'm
of
trying
War
to think of like
Ragnarok,
PS only games. Yeah, Ragnarok. There was, and you
Stellar
can't
Blade,
forget about
Stellar Blade.
yeah.
That was this year. Final
So
Fantasy is PS
oh
exclusive.
yeah, the Final Fantasy was a big one.
Seven
Um,
two, or it's not something with an
uh,
R. Rebirth, I think, is the second one.
oh, Final Fantasy, yeah.
Yeah, Rebirth, and then also 16. 16 was exclusive.
Yep. Yep. They are doing extended things though. So it looks like they added a VR mode to Gran Turismo 7.
Interesting.
Hitman 3 VR is a big seller I'm looking at.
Yeah, that's on
Um,
every platform, so they must have ported it over.
yeah.
I think there is a Horizon Zero Dawn PSVR 2 game.
Yes, there is. It's not the full game,
It's
but
its
it
own
is
game.
Horizon Call of the
Yeah,
Mountain.
Call of the Mountain.
Yeah,
That
which
was like
looks interesting, but
their big game, and then they're like, okay, we're not making any more games for this
yeah, exactly. But it's like, oh, neat, cool, thanks, guys.
Yeah. I mean, that's good that they did a price cut. I guess they probably just had to get
I
rid
mean, they
of
had
inventory.
to, and it's also uh, they're probably doing it for the launch of whatever the PS5 Pro is going to be,
Yeah, I wonder if it's
and
still on
there's
for this
still
year.
It's apparently they're saying the rumor mill is saying in September, which is sounds too close. I'm gonna say it's gonna be more
October?
October,
You don't
maybe November, because
you
you
can't do
figure they
too
want it out in
late.
time for the holidays. Yeah,
Yeah, and you also want it out in time to have Black Friday deals on the older versions.
right. But you also have to. Are there any big games that are coming out for the PS5,
Uh
like PS5
no.
exclusive games? I mean,
Their
that they can be
CEO
like,
came out.
okay, here's the true power of.
No, their CEO came out and said they have no big games for this fiscal year.
Oh, fun.
That was a few months ago, so
I do like that the rumor mill also spouted the PSP 2, which, oh yeah, sure, Sony's gonna make a handheld. Why not?
I mean, unless they
I love.
mean the current portable
No, this is
or
here.
portal, not portable.
So the Sony PSP 2 handheld console is reportedly in development. It's a handheld that'll play games natively, not just remote play.
It makes
They
sense.
say it's going to have an AMD APU at its core. They're saying it's probably going to be $500. Oh my god! Sorry, I just read that. And that's the cost of a full-on console.
That all
That's
makes sense.
insane to me.
That's
But
insane to
there, it's
you?
also for a portable console, yes. Whenever
Yeah, they're like six, seven
Nintendo's
hundred
putting
dollars.
out this, dude, Nintendo has a Switch out for $200.
Yeah, and you can't play anything on it because everything's too buggy and slow and laggy.
No, the Switch is great. How much? What did the what is the Razer handheld? What is that called?
Does Razer have one?
Or not? Is it not Razer?
I was
I
gonna
thought it
say the
was.
Steam Deck is like four to
It's the
six
Steam
hundred.
Deck, yeah.
The
And
Ally
who's
is
their
five to seven
ally?
hundred.
The ROG.
Yeah,
That's what I was thinking of.
that's what we have. Or it was $700.
Oh wow! So I guess $500 isn't that bad then.
Yeah,
I just remember.
they're full on PCs. Like the Ally runs full Windows 11.
Well, see, my problem is I'm an old man, and I remember whenever the PSP came out, and it was $150 originally.
Yeah, no,
So
it plays games fully like so ours we have the PC Game Pass on there. We have full Steam on there so you can play everything that's on Steam, everything that's on Game Pass. You can sideload anything you want on there and play anything you want that way. So any like ROMs or, you know, totally not
right,
illegal downloads of stuff.
if I would have scrolled down in this article I'm reading, it puts it up against the ROG Ally in the Steam Deck. I should have just read.
Yeah, I mean, definitely not going against. I mean, because Nintendo, their new console is supposedly coming out in March.
Which I don't.
Switch 2.
Yeah.
It's going to be PS4, Xbox One levels of power, but they have AI chips on there that's going to upscale things to be better frame resolution or frame rate and resolution. I combine those two.
Oh, see, look at this. I'm not alone. Okay, check it out. The PS Vita when it first came out was $249 and $299, which I mean maybe because inflation, and that was also like
Yeah, but
10 years ago.
the difference is that wasn't a. I mean, it really depends on how PlayStation tries to do it. Because if
This,
PlayStation
yeah,
locks it to just PlayStation games or just PSP2 games, then 500 is way too much and it's gonna fail. But if they open it
yeah.
up and let people play Steam and like PC games on there, then yeah, 500 is not a bad price.
Do we know what was the how much was the PlayStation Portal when that first came out? That was like
Portal was
250,
300.
$300,
Yeah,
right?
I want
That
to say
was
like
300
300,
bucks. Yeah, God.
and that was streaming only. No, 200. I
Yeah.
think it was 200. I think it was 199
Here, hold on. We have the internet.
because the Backbone's 100, and that was double the price of the Backbone. I think.
Yeah, I do love the Backbone. I have the Galaxy Flip, and the Backbone is
You have a
awesome.
fold, don't you?
Or yes, what I say.
You said flip. You're not a poor
Well,
man.
I have the one that folds up. The same thing. Again old man.
One's
New
1,000,
technology
one's
is.
$2,000.
Yeah, no, the PlayStation Portal is $200. You were right, but no,
Yeah.
the Backbone's awesome. Just because I have the Xbox app running on my Flip, and or I said it again. on my Fold and just play whatever, wherever. So if I'm out and about, I'm stuck in traffic, I'm stuck here, I'm stuck there, you know.
That's pretty fun. I just bring my controller with me if I know I'm gonna be using it.
Oh, see that? But with the Backbone, you get the little stand. I don't have a case on my phone, so
I don't
getting it to
either.
stand up is kind of. Well, how do you get it to stand up then?
Who says I needed to stand up?
Oh yeah, you just lay it face. Okay, all right, all right.
Yeah, and now my screen, my outside screen, has scratches on it because I do that too much. And I
I at
just,
least put a glass protector on my screen.
I thought I did, but apparently I didn't. So now I have two little scratches on there that are like
uh,
noticeable and you can feel them. And I'm like, crap, I've had this phone for a year. No scratches, no nothing. And all of a sudden, like within a week, I put two in two different spots. Well, because I use mine as in flex mode where it's half open.
oh yeah, half and half. Yeah.
Yeah, so it's like a kickstand because YouTube, when you do that, it snaps like full screen to the half screen.
Oh, that's pretty cool.
So like when I'm doing dishes or like cooking or just doing whatever, I just
Yeah.
flip it up like that and it's its own kickstand. So, have you seen the new flip and folds that are
Yeah, but I'm
out
not.
now?
I'm not. I don't care about that. They didn't do anything. They
But you don't
they they
want
upgraded
more
a little
AI?
bit. Kind of it.
You don't want the same phone just packed full of AI?
No, I don't.
Wow.
In fact,
I
I'm honestly thinking about going back to the
24 Ultra,
yeah, well, whatever the current model of the Ultra is.
the 24.
Just yeah.
It matches the year.
Oh, I never noticed that.
Yeah, they switched it in I think it was 2020 because they went from like the 16 or 17 to the 20 because they
Yeah,
wanted to match the year.
I thought that's because they were blown up. Was that a different phone? No, that was the Note.
That was
Right.
the Note, which is now the Ultra anyway. They just changed it.
Yeah.
They're like, oh, the Note's no more, and then like they spent a year of no Note, and then like 2 years later, they're like, oh, we have this Ultra that has a built-in pen and a giant flat screen, and people are like, isn't that just a Note?
Yeah, that was the Note 7 was the one that was back in 2016.
Yeah. So yeah, I think it was like
Years
2020.
ago.
They switched over to like the S20.
Yeah.
So now it just matches the year, and those come out in, like the new ones are like February, March. The
Yeah,
new ones
something
come
like
out.
that.
Yeah, it's around my birthday. That's what I remember. Um,
Yeah.
yeah, phone talk. I was gonna bring back to the Avowed delay, but there's not really
Oh, sure.
much. Just some of the other games coming out, like Stalker 2 is also coming out this holiday season. So there's just a lot of games, and then Call of
Remind me
Duty.
what Avowed was?
That's the fantasy RPG that is
Oh, from
coming out.
Obsidian. Right.
Yes.
Okay.
Yeah. So currently, the holiday release schedule for Xbox right now for Xbox first parties: Stalker 2, Call of Duty, Frostpunk 2, Indiana Jones, and then all the DLCs. So they were like, yeah, we're just gonna move it. Oh, actually, it's not technically announced. It got leaked by somebody who works at the company.
Yeah, the Games Pass games I was talking about, those were leaked supposedly, so they haven't been
Yeah, I
truly
saw
announced. But as you know,
a couple of them are confirmed, but like the Crash Bandicoot one, that one was a leak for sure. Um,
ooh, did you ever play Cult of the Lamb?
I have not, but I've watched my wife play it.
The sequel's coming out. Cult of the Lamb, Unholy Alliance, coming out August 12th.
Damn, is that a full-on
Yeah.
sequel?
It is. Do. This one is co-op now.
Oh, interesting. Man, I just want them to remake Dark Cloud. Do you know Dark
Yeah.
Cloud?
Oh yeah,
like the original.
PlayStation 2. That thing was
Yep.
great,
I
dude.
have 2 copies of it sitting because I wanted to play it a couple years back, like in 2016 maybe. We went on eBay. There was like a bunch of things going, so I bid like $1 on 2 of them, thinking that I'd probably get outbid.
Yeah, why not?
Didn't. Both got both for $1 each. So now I have
Nice.
2 physical copies of that game.
Is it just a disc, or did you get lucky and they have everything?
I mean it's the case too, but I don't know
Oh
if
shit.
there's. I don't
Yeah.
remember if other stuff is in there. It's in storage in my closet.
Same.
Um. Oh, and
Uh,
continue. Sorry.
no. Go ahead. I was gonna bring up something else new from the rumor mill that there's a second Starfield expansion called Starborn.
Yes. But
The
before
first
that, I want to
season.
jump back to Destiny real quick.
Yeah.
All the sad news aside, it is the 10-year anniversary. I think this week of the game.
Is it
So,
really?
yeah.
No.
Yep.
Of Destiny 1?
Yep. Destiny 1, yeah,
Yes.
of the whole game.
Oh, September 9th. September 9th was its
Okay.
first
I
release.
knew it was like coming up.
You're
I thought it
close,
was.
but still 10 years. Jeez.
Yep. So I actually pulled out Destiny 1 and was playing it on Tuesday this week a little bit. Servers are still live when there's still people in the games.
No.
Yep.
Sorry. That's crazy to me that
Yep.
a game like Forza Horizon 4, they turned the servers off
Well,
just this
they
last
don't
week, and now.
turn the servers. Oh shit! I was supposed to buy that.
Uh-oh.
No. It says it's still. Oh wait, what?
Oh, I thought they turned that off.
Um. Well, they won't turn the servers off because the servers are still up on even like I think 3. It says it's still on Game Pass.
Really?
Um.
Yeah, I guess so. It's there.
Yeah. So, they will delist it from being able to purchase, but the servers are still going to be live because that's what they usually do to older Forza games.
Yeah, interesting.
And like in the weeks leading up to them doing that, a lot of times they will have the game on a steep discount because I've bought in other Forza games.
Oh,
Doing
it's
that.
not until there. It won't leave the Microsoft Store and Steam until December 15th.
Yeah. So like
So
right
you've got a
now
little
it's
bit of time.
December 15th. That's like 4 months.
Yeah.
So I wonder.
After Series 77 ends on August 22nd, you'll no longer be able to access the playlist screen, except to see the festival playlist history. So
Damn.
you won't. They won't be adding any more festivals to this guy.
I'm surprised. I mean, Forza 5 has been out for 3 years now. I'm surprised they were still updating 4.
Yeah, I mean they were doing a lot with it. They just stopped adding cars to the game, adding DLC, but the festivals and the online where you get to make your own maps and do all that kind of jazz was still going strong for this game.
Yeah, I can imagine. I was gonna say something about that, and I totally. Oh, yeah, that game is on Game Pass Core. So I wonder if they're gonna, when that gets delisted, if they're going to put Horizon 5 on there instead.
They might because at that point 5 will have been what 4 years old.
3 came out in 21.
Oh wow, yeah.
Um, but the core only has like 20 to 30 games on it. That's just the basic multiplayer you need to play online.
Yeah.
But they have a couple Game Pass games. So I wonder if they're just going to remove it. Huh. And then yeah, you were saying Starfield, Starborn.
Yes, Starborn could be the second expansion for Bethesda Starfield. They recently, this is new from the rumor mill, they trademarked that name this month.
Last month. Excuse you.
Starborn. Sorry,
We're
no. This says this month.
uh, we're,
This was.
we're in August.
Oh, we're in August. Oh my God! Shut up! How dare you? Yeah, no. Starborn is Rebels. Blah blah blah. No other information about it other than the name.
Yeah, people are like they've trademarked a name which is in the game,
Yeah, which
therefore
that happens so often.
so therefore there's a new expansion and it's like, or they could just be doing anything, like literally anything.
My favorite is whenever car companies go and register or trademark a name that
Or
is already like long gone. So like, oh man, maybe they're gonna bring this back.
yep.
Which, by the way, did you see the new Prelude? That thing looks so nice.
I mean, cars now just look nice in general. Like the Prelude, the Prius, like the last
Oh,
few
the
years, the
newest
Prius.
Prius? Yes, it looks so good.
But why? It's a Prius, you know.
Because that's why. Because everybody was ragging on, oh man, it's a Prius. It stinks. When in actuality, the Prius wasn't that terrible of a car. The worst part about it was the
The look.
batteries and the look.
Even the batteries weren't terrible. I mean, people drove them to like 100,000
No,
miles.
what I meant by that is like it's the same. The lithium mining is just a terrible thing for the environment. So even though you're
Oh
leaving a
yeah,
smaller footprint by using an electric car or a hybrid or whatever, it's it's so much worse than what an ICE engine will do. ICE is internal combustion engine for those who don't know.
yes. Also referred to as
But
an ice engine
yeah,
instead of
uh,
yeah,
yeah, instead of an electric.
yeah. I mean, really, man, that whole thing. Like, I want an electric car. The lithium mining definitely is not good, but I mean, neither is fracking, which is what a
Yeah,
lot of things do anyway. It's just there's no good outcome.
yeah.
Um, my favorite car currently just got a. It's an electric car, and they just released a performance version of it.
Ooh, which one?
The Hyundai Ioniq 5.
Ooh, see, I'm partial to the what is the Kia called? Ba 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 ba.
Well, I mean, you had a Stinger, so
No, I love that singer so much. No, the EV6.
yeah,
So
the
the
EV6,
EV6 T is
the GT. Yeah, yeah.
yeah,
I th-
it's an amazing.
I think it's the same base, because I think Kia and Hyundai are kind of like
I believe it is.
same.
Um, they're
They're very
both
similar.
Korean companies, yeah, that work together, just like how Hyun, not Hyundai, Genesis, their sister company,
Well, I mean,
worked with Kia to make the Stinger.
yeah. Which Genesis is a Hyundai company, anyway.
Yeah, it was initially a
Hyundai
car that
Genesis.
they made. They made the coupe and the
Yep.
sedan. I used to have a Genesis coupe. I love that car. That thing was really squirrely.
Oh
Um,
man.
but no, the EV6 GT has a 576 horsepower engine in it. It does what is it? 0 to 60 is done in where is it? I know I got to find it on here somewhere.
My car does 0 to 60 in about 10 minutes. Humble
Yeah,
brag.
mine will do it eventually. I mean,
Yeah. My base model Fiesta.
oh heck yeah, dude.
Not even an ST.
Oh. 0 to 60 in 4.6 seconds.
That's nothing to blink at.
No.
I mean, like, that's creeping up on supercar territory.
Oh yeah.
I mean, it's not like, you know, Tesla plaid level.
No. Do you hear? Elon wants to do the. He wants to make a new Tesla Roadster,
He
and
has to come out with
the
them. He has to
the
come out
0
with.
to 60 time for the new Tesla Roadster. He wants it to be 1 second or under.
Yeah. We saw that
Which,
he's partnering with his SpaceX to make the Tesla
Yeah, they
Roadster.
want to put little rockets on it.
Yeah, no, they
The,
actually have a prototype.
yeah, there's a variant that's gonna come with little rockets, and it's like,
Yeah,
what do you need that for?
that's how you get
Why?
it under 1 second.
I guess.
0 to death in 1 second.
I mean, yeah.
People are not gonna know what to do. It's gonna get slightly squirrely, and with that much power going off, you're just gonna immediately fly off and hit a tree or something. And
Oh yeah. There's no way. Like,
yeah, it's insane. Like literally, you need a license to drive a drag car that's like under 3 seconds.
right.
Like the NHRA or whatever. Like they require you to get a license and learn how to drive. And those things are like, those Teslas are now the same quickness and acceleration.
Yeah.
And I want one. No, but seriously, I want it's the Hyundai Ioniq 5N. N's their performance line. So they
Yeah.
already have I can't think of any, like the Elantra N,
Yep. The
Veloster
Veloster
N.
N.
So
Yep.
now they have this Ioniq 5N,
Dang, 600 horsepower out of that bad boy.
640 with boost mode, I think.
Ooh, look
Out
at
of
you.
a electric car, which I mean that's like Rivians have like 1,000 horsepower. The Tesla Plaid is like 1,000 something.
Yeah.
But I mean, still, for what the Ioniq 5 is, it's a small hatchback, like a compact hatchback car.
Yeah, even the base model has a 320 horsepower engine, which
Yeah,
is pretty good. Like,
yeah.
that's not.
And personally, I think they're one of the best looking cars, which I know is somewhat of a hot take.
It's better than the Cybertruck. I'll say that.
It's the Ioniq 5 walks so the Cybertruck could fly with the boxy look.
Yeah, it's giving off big hatchback vibes. Like,
Yeah,
if you look at the smaller 5-door hatchbacks like the Ford Focus or
you say
I'm
smaller than
blanking.
Focus is one of the bigger ones.
Oh, the Focus is one of the bigger ones. The
The
Ioniq Q is a
Fiesta.
little bit larger than that. No, the Fiesta is even smaller.
I know I have one.
Yeah.
But then there's the Volkswagen, the
Yep.
Golf.
There's
They
the
have
Sonic. There's the Golf. There's.
yeah, they have the 3 and 5 door Rabbits.
I wish they made wagons still. Like,
They
I
do
wish
if you get like
instead
a
of
Volvo.
going, yeah, the VR90.
Yep.
I wish instead of going SUV and small SUV, they went wagon,
That's why
because that is such a
it's
nicer form factor to me than these small. What do you even call like this very small SUVs? I
they
don't
just call
know.
them compact
Crossovers.
SUVs or sub
Crossovers. Yeah,
crossovers. Yeah, that too.
that's the
But
word.
in other news, I don't know if you heard, but Chevy Malibu is being discontinued.
Oh no, I didn't hear about that.
Yeah, next year. I don't know if it's the 25 model or the 26 model is the last year, but they're stopping production next year. So,
Ooh.
and
November 2024
oh, so it's a
is
2025 model. They're stopping production in
yeah,
24. Okay.
that's insane.
That is the last American made, emphasis on American made car.
Yeah, 4-door.
That's not a muscle car. Because like there's still
Yeah.
the Mustang and there's still like
Well, yeah, Ford stopped production. That's the only thing that's not a truck or SUV that Ford makes now is the
yep,
Mustang.
is the Mustang. And then Dodge, they only make muscle cars. They make the Challenger and Charger, but those are both stopping production soon.
Well, they are coming out with they're still going to be making the Chargers. They're also going to be making the Banshees, which are the electrified versions of the Charger.
Was it the Charger or Challenger? Because I know they have the electric Challenger as well.
No, you're right. The Banshee is the electric Challenger.
Okay.
Sorry.
Yeah, the 2 door.
Yeah.
Which honestly, when I first saw it and they first showed it off, I was like, that is so stupid. The sounds. But then
Yeah,
they
yeah.
went back and they spent a year like working on it, and they came out with a video a few months ago, And the new sounds, the new speakers and stuff they have on the outside, it's honestly not bad sounding.
Yeah.
I don't hate it. Um, but yeah, like I'm a wagon boy, 100%.
Yeah. If you look at your Discord, I just sent you my favorite wagon is the RX-6 Avant,
Those
which
are
that thing
nice.
is insane. I love those, and I love the CTS V wagons
Yeah,
made by Cadillac. Those
yeah, those are
things are
nice.
another.
I in Forza I use an RS6 a lot. Um, I love
Heck yeah.
Volvos, man. Like I legitimately almost pre-ordered one, which I'm glad I didn't because I got laid off shortly after I would have pre-ordered it.
Oh no.
But yeah, it was last year. But their electric subcompact car was gonna be like $30,000, and it was gonna have like all the specs and stuff of like most $40,000 to $50,000 cars. And
Right.
like Volvo hit or miss, they have some pretty nice interiors.
Yeah, and it'll last forever too. Volvos are known for their craftsmanship.
They are, but they also have like really weird things that will break down on you for no reason. Um, but I know like one of my buddies, his dad, like that's the only car he buys is Volvo. So he's always had Volvos and he's like hundreds of thousands of miles on them. Granted, electric cars, it's so new, it's hard to tell.
Yeah.
But it was like it looks kind of like the Ioniq 5 on the inside, same size, I guess. But it's much more sleek. What was it? I'm gonna look it up because it was a 2025 car.
So the car company Polestar uh, has made in conjunction with Volvo, has made an electric wagon, the
Yeah,
V60. I
which
didn't know about this.
Polestar is owned by the same parent company of Volvo, I believe. And it
That
used to
sounds
be
good.
a sub brand of Volvo, like Genesis used to be a sub brand of Hyundai,
Oh, interesting.
but they split off. Is
I
it
do like the
the
look. This
X?
thing is nice. I just wish it had more horsepower. Not that, you know, 500, almost 500 horsepower is not enough, but
Yeah, I mean, if you look at the Volvo website, like the V60, they have the
that's what I'm looking at now.
yeah
Yeah.
the V60, then the V60 Polestar, starting at $71,000.
But compare that to your RS6 or your other wagons in this range,
I
that's
mean,
around the same price. The If you look at like the Mercedes, the E60 wagon, I think, or the E53 wagon, I mean, you could get the 350s and the 300s for probably around that, or for probably lower than 70, but that's
yeah,
so pretty.
I
But
was
for 70
looking.
grand, you could get so much better.
Yeah, I was looking at, was it the EX30? I believe.
X30.
Let me see. I'm clicking on it. Yeah, I'm pretty sure this was it.
Oh, there it is. The fully electric SUV. Look at that little guy. That thing's nice.
Yeah,
I like
that's.
that.
I was looking. I was tempted to pre-order. The fastest model has a 3.4 0 to 60,
Dang.
which is
Chugs along too. Look at
nothing
that.
for. It's a tiny little car too. 26
Yeah.
minute charge time from 10 to 80%, which is
That's
good. Um, range I don't have on here, of course. It's got weird colors and the interior is fully recycled, so like it's all made from recycled
that's pretty
materials.
cool. I like that. Yeah.
And the colors are pretty cool. So it's got like a light blue interior. You can get like a light gray. You can get like a light green with dark green accents, or you can get like a darker blue, which are both pretty nice.
Oh, I see what they did. Okay, so check it out. The 0 to 60 time with the 3.4 seconds is the twin motor
Yep.
model with
The
422 horsepower. Cheese and
which
rice.
honestly isn't that much horsepower, but for how small the car is, that thing can make it chug.
That's I was gonna say it's a lot for a small SUV though.
Yeah. I'm trying. I It still looks like it's not out yet, which I thought it was supposed to come out this fall.
No, on their website it's still showing. Keep me updated.
Yeah. I mean, you can get it in pea yellow. Like, literally piss yellow is the color.
Hey, man, everybody's got a thing, okay?
I mean, honestly, I'd want it in the cloud blue, which is like a light blue, probably with the light blue interior as well to just match.
Right.
Have like the light blue. Um,
Uh, I'm a fan of that vapor gray. That's like the Audi's Nardo gray or the color of primer.
yeah, primer gray. I mean, it's
Yeah,
definitely not bad looking. The white's not bad because it has the black accents.
yeah,
Um, but I mean, it doesn't look bad. It's got the full suite of smart features. I like the front lights on it. They have like it's a bunch of rectangles. I can't think of what they call
yeah.
that. And it's like a little thing, so it'd be a little bit bigger than my Fiesta, I think. Full glass roof. You know, it's got the Tesla interior, so it's just the screen.
Yeah.
Um,
I don't like that most electric car or most cars now are just going to the big screen. Like
yeah.
I like gauges.
Um,
I love digital gauges, but I like having gauges.
yeah. I mean, this one definitely they were trying to make this as cheap as possible, so like anywhere they can cut, which I mean may not be a good thing, honestly, in the end. But
No, but if it's something that they could cut
like the dashboard is literally
smartly,
just a
you know what I mean?
dashboard with a screen in the middle, so there's nothing there, and that helps save a lot of money because you don't have to do a bunch of electronics. It's literally one
Yeah,
screen.
not a lot of cutouts. It's yeah.
Yeah, so it's much easier on plastic cost. And then the
Uh,
screen one wire instead of every gauge having its own
right.
wire or giant screen like some cars have now.
Yeah.
Um,
I'm looking at you, Mustang S660. Have you seen the screens on those things? It's insane. It's like a
dude,
Mercedes.
I,
Mercedes is the same way, where it's
I
just
was
one
about to
giant screen
say
going all the way across, dude.
somebody pulled up next to me in a Mercedes and like it was nighttime, but their car was lit up just because of the screen.
Yup.
Um, oh, who else does that? There's one where it's a screen from literally left door to right door. Is that Cadillac that did that?
Oh my god. It might. No. I know. Oh. Oh
Forrest,
no. It was like
Forrest Auto Reviews.
Aspen or somebody like that. Yeah.
He was reviewing it. I love that guy, man.
Yeah.
Um,
Here. Check out. Check out. I just sent it to you. The Mustang infotainment unit.
oh God. I mean, that's not as bad as I've seen, but it's very tall. Usually when it's
Yeah.
long, it's not as tall.
This is the older style. This is the style that I love, where you have
There's
just two separate
so
screens.
much going on the older model. I hate to say it, but I kind of like the new model.
No, how dare you? We
The
can't be
screen's
friends
too
anymore.
tall. The screen's too tall.
The screen's too tall in the new one. Yeah, I
If
agree
you
with you on
brought it down 2 inches, maybe, but kept everything else the same, I would like the new one way more.
that. Right.
We gotta have room for ads, probably.
Oh man, that's a horrible future that I can see happening.
It's gonna happen, man. It's
Because
gonna
well,
happen.
do you know about I think it's BMW has the
The seat thing?
yeah, where you have
Yeah.
to pay for
It's a subscription for heated seats or something. I'm still looking at this Volvo, man. It's making me want it again. It's bad. I don't have any money.
uh there was also something about uh you could pay it's something that they're talking about for their electric cars that are coming out, where you could, if you paid a little bit extra on your app or yeah, for your subscription, you could have extra horsepower.
Oh yeah, I did read about that. Where
Yeah.
they're like the car is 800 horsepower, but when you buy it, they lock it to like 600, and then you
Yep.
have to pay. I mean, to be
A
fair,
monthly subscription to do that. Yeah.
Tesla kind of does that. I
Yeah.
think they got in trouble for it though. Um, because now they're giving away like full self-driving. Here, I'm gonna send you this as well. Copy, paste.
Bang. Oh, look at that.
That's the Cadillac
See,
Lyric.
that's a lot. That is a lot nicer though, just because it is shorter.
That's also
But-
what luxury gives you instead of just a sorry Ford, but a Detroit muscle car. I mean, Cadillac's really stepped up. They've always been nice, but they were kind of like mid,
oh yeah.
and now they're like they're really shooting for like Mercedes and stuff.
So my boss at the other company I work for drives this. This is a Mercedes EQS, which
Oh
is an all
God,
electric car. Oh, she hates it.
she hates it.
She hates this car, man. She's like, I would have never gone fully electric if I'd known. I would have just kept, because she usually gets the
Hybrids.
uh no, whatever the most expensive fucking luxury is, the AMG
Oh, yeah,
600, I think.
yeah. The AMG cars are always super expensive.
Yeah,
I mean, if she's a Mercedes person, then yeah, EQS is definitely a interesting car.
it is. Um, the problem with it is the range, or her problem with it is the range. So she finds that even on a full charge, it'll say, "Oh, you're good for 400 miles," and she'll only get 200, 250 out of it.
Ooh,
It's
that's really bad.
yeah.
Yeah, they say it gets 422, but that's the EQS 450 plus. Man, I'm trying to see like if other people like tested it because some people test it.
Yeah.
Yeah, so this one said the EPA range is 350 even though they advertise it as 422. Oh no, these people are saying Edmunds, Edmunds,
Mhm.
right? They were
Yeah.
saying they were getting 422 miles of range on it,
Really
even though it's only estimated to be 350. I read that backwards.
interesting. Hmm. Weird.
Yeah, maybe she got a bad battery because that does happen.
A bum model. Yeah.
Yes, a lemon as they call them.
Yeah.
Any other car news? Now that we spent like half an hour talking
Yes.
about it.
Sorry about that. Yeah. I just got really excited because the Prelude images dropped and they started talking about it. And it looks so good, and I'm such a fan of the small
it,
Japanese style cars like that, and the
eh,
Z, and the
yes.
FRS, and the BRZ. Those things are great. The
BRZ.
how about
Eh.
it's the same car as the GT86 and the FRS. It's the same exact car
Yeah, but it's like
with a
5 grand more.
slightly different engine.
It's
Yeah,
like
because Subaru's on it. It says Subaru, so they get to charge more.
yeah,
Um,
and it's not even all-wheel drive. They're like, oh, it's a Subaru, but
no, it's not.
it's
It's
not.
it's rear wheel drive.
Yeah.
Um, but no, I love the small two door. I'm gonna say this cheap cars, but the problem is they're not cheap anymore. The
Nope.
my
Unless you want to
whenever
get a
the
Sentra.
yeah
The Sentra is the one
whenever
that's
the
under 20.
Focus RS first came out, those were supposed to be in the high 30s. But dealerships were like, nah, 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 son, these are 80 grand now. And they got away with it. And it's just, it
I
eats me
wanted
on
an
the
RS.
inside. I still want one, but they're still like
Now they're even more.
$40,000. Yeah.
And a lot of times they're only two-wheel drive because the front diff likes to brake on them,
Yeah.
which causes it to go rear wheel only. But I I was so mad because I mean I'm kind of happy but I'm kind of mad at myself. When I went and bought my car, the guy had a Focus ST,
Oh, yeah, yeah.
that was essentially the same price as my Fiesta. So my Fiesta is a 2016. They had a 2014 Focus ST.
Is your Fiesta a manual?
No, it's the
Okay.
base model.
Well, no,
Um,
I'm just because so something like
only
the RS and the ST models are they only come in
manual.
manual. Yeah.
Yep. I think the RS comes, it's automatic, but has manual.
No, the RS, it's a full on, I think
Is it?
6-speed manual. Yep.
Because I know ST's manual only, which they
Yeah.
discontinued in a while ago anyway. But the base models were automatic only, and with the CVT.
I hate CVTs so
Ah,
much.
I don't mind it.
That's my problem with who is it? Toyota, I think.
Yeah, Toyota does
Or
it.
no, Nissan. Nissan is the worst offender where they'll be like, "Oh, we're going to put out this new version of like the Maxima or the Sentra or whatever." And they change the body, they don't change out that transmission. They haven't had a new transmission since god, 30 years I think it's been since they've come out with a new CVT.
Yeah, so Toyota is known for, not Toyota, Nissan is known for their
Nissan.
CVTs not being good because they just don't update them.
Yeah.
Toyota, though, they use CVTs, but they actually put research into theirs and they improve them every few years. So theirs are actually good. And then with Ford, in 2011, they switched over to the CVT, and every transmission breaks at like 100,000 miles. They're really
Yep.
bad. And 2015, 2016 was like the first years where they like redid the CVTs a little bit in the Fords. So that's why I ended up going with my car and getting it the year I got it. It's because that was like, okay, the CVT is kind of fixed. It's a good economy car. It gets 40 miles per gallon.
Right.
But I almost got the ST, which I'm kind of glad I didn't because I drive through rush hour traffic every day.
Oh man, yeah, that would suck.
And yeah, doing that in a manual. Back then, I was working at McDonald's and it was like 5 minutes from my house at most to get there. So it would have been fine back then. But yeah, almost got that. I still kick myself for it, but it's for the better because 20 miles per gallon versus 40, I would have spent a lot of money.
Yeah.
I probably would have gotten more into cars and then started spending all my money on it.
I kicked myself for crashing my Singer, man. I love that car.
Yeah.
That was the nicest thing I think I ever had.
Yeah. What do you have now?
Now I have a Fusion ST.
That's right. You have a
So
Fusion.
this, much like the Singer, it has a twin turbo V6 engine, all-wheel drive, with magnesium dampers. So if I push the little S button, it hunkers down like a half inch or so, and the shocks get super tight. And it's a really nice car. I really do like this car. It's a great thing. I don't actually need anything else, but I would be so much happier with my Stinger.
Yeah. I feel that. That Ionic 5 that I want, it's like $60,000. So that's like $1,000 a month, the car payment.
Yeah.
And I already have $1,000 a month car payment, so I'm good.
Right.
So don't want another. My car's paid off. Although it hasn't ran in a week because it needs a new battery, and I've just been too lazy to
Oh
go
no.
to the store and buy a new battery, so it's been sitting in the driveway. Walmart has the battery for $100, so it's not too bad.
Oh, okay. So that's not bad.
Yeah, or O'Reilly's has like the same battery for 200.
Oh,
Yeah, so I'm like, I'm just gonna go to Walmart and do it.
yeah.
But yeah, I mean, car news, good stuff.
Yeah.
Did you see to bring it back somewhat to video games, the Sony car?
Oh,
So
that they've been talking about forever. They've been talking about that since like
yeah,
Tesla first came out with their first car.
they have a prototype that they're showing off to influencers and car people. It's the Afila something.
The Vision S is what
Yeah.
I'm seeing.
Yep. It comes with a PS5 controller, I think.
Yep.
But yeah, it's a joint venture between Sony and Honda, I want to say.
This thing is I don't know. It looks like a Model X just with regular doors instead of the Falcon style doors that they have.
Yeah, it looks like a generic car.
Yeah. I mean nothing not against that.
It has a
But it's got
PS5
like
built in to it though. So
oh cool.
you can play PS5 games on it when
Oh
you're
great.
parked. Yeah. Oh man. Yeah, I remember seeing a video on that a couple days ago. Just interesting stuff right there.
It is interesting looking. I'll give it that. Like the interior and the tech that they're putting into it is very interesting looking.
Yeah, for sure. Um, I have one more news story that I'm going to talk about. Do you have anything else
No,
before we get into
no,
that?
no. Go ahead.
So to bring it back to video games fully, Xbox and Discord, which is a thing you can, join Discord chats on your Xbox
Mhm.
and do voice chats on there. And I think you can look up text chats, but it's kind of clunky because console.
Controller, yeah.
Um, but there's a new update that you can start watching game streams from Discord on your Xbox console. So if you join Discord and somebody's streaming a game in there, pretty soon you can jump in and start watching it. Um,
Oh, that's pretty cool.
yeah, I think starting. I don't know if it fully started. It's starting like any day now. Xbox insiders are gonna get the chance to preview it and test it out to make sure it works before it comes out to public. But yeah, so you can watch your friends stream games. I think you can still stay in a voice chat while you're doing it too. But from what I've seen, when you click watch, it goes to a full screen video of it, so you can't really do anything else on your Xbox. So a little unfortunate there. But I mean, I'm sure people are going to find a use for that if they only have an Xbox or, just want to jump in and watch their friend play a game.
Yeah,
Or, like, hey, I need help with this
especially if
level. Like, can you jump in
right.
and show me what to do real quick? So
Yeah.
that's going to be being tested out this week and then an eventual release. They don't have an actual date on when, but that's a thing that's going to come out. Oh man, excuse me. I keep having little burps. Um, you can already stream from your Xbox to Discord the game.
Yeah, I knew you were able to do it for Twitch. I was going to ask if you were able to do it for Discord
Yeah,
as well.
so that came in September of last year. So about a year ago, they added that ability. I think Discord has been on Xbox for 2 years now, the voice chat. And yeah, that's coming to Xbox only as well. It is not coming to PlayStation. Um, I mean, hopefully one day they get it. Who knows? With that stuff, some of the integration stuff is weird. But yeah, keep your eyes peeled on that one. And then that's all the news I had today.
Yeah, that's all the news that's fit to tell, man.
Yeah, I agree. So, um, well, if that's everything, I guess that's it for week 3. We went a little bit longer today, but also the stream was messing up in the beginning, so I mean,
Yeah, we made up for it.
we made up for it, yeah. Um, so yeah, don't forget to like and subscribe to the YouTube channel. Look for us on Spotify, and I will attempt to work on getting us everywhere else so that way you can listen wherever you want to listen to.
Yeah, you can follow us. You have a Twitter, right? Or do you tweet still or no?
Yeah, I'm
Sorry, an
on Twitter.
X. Yeah.
So just at Mr. Jantix for me. I don't tweet super often, but I'm on there. So if people like at me and stuff, I see it. Whether or not I respond is another matter.
I'm bored. Come talk to me. I'm on X. I'm on Instagram. I'm on everything.
Oh, are you?
Whatever's up. Yeah.
So I re-downloaded Instagram and Threads and something else.
Oh, see, I don't have Threads.
Yeah, it's
I
connected to
I
your
recently
Instagram.
re-downloaded Instagram.
Yeah,
Where is it?
I
Yeah, but
re-downloaded
I
it,
haven't done
logged in,
anything
and
with
I
it.
haven't touched it in like 2 weeks. Because I was like, oh, I should probably have that on my phone in case, and nah, I haven't used it. And then yeah, Threads is you just log in or you just download it, and it's like, oh, what's your Instagram account? And then you log in with Instagram, and it's like, oh, here's your Threads account because it's literally just your Instagram account.
Oh, nice.
So
I'll
you don't
check that out.
have to do anything. Yeah, it's pretty much just X but less toxic.
Yeah, that's what I hear. That and Blue Sky is the same way.
Yeah, but I think that's still invite only.
Who knows? Who could know? In this age that we're living in?
Marquez Brownlee, he would know. He's on Blue Sky from what I hear.
Oh, tell him to
So
send me an invite.
yeah, exactly. But anyways, thanks everybody for tuning in. We'll be live again next week on the 8th at 7 p.m. So yeah, we will see you then. Have a good one. Peace.